Dan Illman, Mike Beer, taking a look back at the Grade 1 Alcibiades Stakes for 2-year-old fillies, an important prep for the Breeders' Cup juvenile fillies. We're going a mile and a 16th at Keeneland, and as they break from the gate, keep an eye on the horse breaking from the rail. It's the number 1 Juju's Map. I think Brad Cox has a very good one here, Mike.
Yeah, this filly's run 3 times. Now, this is her 3rd start. She's run well in all of them, and it feels like her rider here, Florent Giroux, had a plan, Dan, drawn to the rail, wanted to make sure he got this filly forward. He did, and once this horse clears him from the outside, he's just going to, ease this horse off the rail and sit a really nice trip.
And credit to Juju's Map, still lightly raced. This is only her 3rd lifetime start. She didn't get lit up. She's pulling a little bit. For the most part, she relaxes very well. They are going a good pace, 22-3 for the first quarter, 46 seconds to the half. You can see them all spread out, about 25 lengths first to last. Juju's Map stays close to this pace, fast pace, and keeps right on going.
Yeah, you could give her a little extra credit for that too. Not only, as you mentioned, that she, sort of came to hand pretty nicely, a little bit pulley early in the race, but ultimately she does settle into the right kind of trip here. She's going to take over and go clear in the stretch there. And the horses that run 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are way out of it at this point.
That's absolutely right. You're going to see her make the front in here. She is going to face a challenge from Matarea, her stablemate, and she's just going to flick Matarea away. The other sort of trackers and stalkers are off the bridle right now, and the closers, distinctly possible. Sequist, they're going to pick up the pieces, but it looks like Juju's Map picks up right again and draws away. I really like this performance. I just think she's professional. I think she's talented. She ran another fast race in 84. And I think in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, she's going to be a strong contender.
Yeah, I agree. Her races are all good. There's a top contender from the East Coast for Asmussen. There's a top contender from the West Coast as well with that filly that just won out in California for Phil D'Amato. So she's going to have some serious competition in the Breeders' Cup, but this filly's good.
She is a daughter of Liam's Map, $190,000 a short yearling purchase, sold for $300,000 as a yearling, certainly has pedigree, again by Liam's Map out of a half-sister to Fault, a Grade 1 stakes winner on dirt in Southern California. Taking a look at the order of finish for the Alcibiades Stakes, let's talk a little bit about Distinctly Possible, the runner-up for Chad Brown, who to me looks like all upside.
I agree with you. This is another filly who, she was a maiden, by the way, coming into the race, and is still a maiden. Her only start on the way into this race came at Saratoga, sprinting, where she just missed. She came with a pretty good finish in there to get up for 2nd, but she took a really big step forward here. I thought she has a distance pedigree, and she seemed to really appreciate the added ground.
And Sequist, another horse, came rallying for 3rd. This is one that chased Echo Zulu at Saratoga, I believe, in the spinaway, along with Dream Lith. And she took advantage of the pace, Sequist, but it was nice to see her come with an improved performance.
Yeah, I thought she ran well in this race too. Yeah, the pace, set up the race the right way for her, come from way out of it. She got outrun back to last the first time through the stretch there. And she did sort of blow the turn a little bit when they came off that turn into the stretch there. She got out a couple of paths and maybe cost herself some ground, but she stayed on very gamely to the end here and almost got 2nd at a big price. I thought she ran very well in here.
I don't think Monterey is a Breeders' Cup horse, to be sure, off of this performance, dead heating for 5th with Dream Lith, but I thought she ran a pretty decent race. She's Juju's Map's workmate. She made a strong run into the teeth of the pace, and she flattened out. I think there will be something for her down the road.
Yeah, I agree. Her debut, which was a winning one at Ellis Park, was a really nice performance of just a very easy win for her that day. She ran fine in here. She took a shot at this race, wasn't good enough to stick with Juju's Map in the stretch, but she tried to win the race, got turned away and had to settle for a minor piece of this thing, but she didn't run poorly at all.
I guess Penny Saver could be considered a little bit of a disappointment. The close 3rd choice. She was relatively close to the fast pace, but there was just no response turning into the stretch.
Yeah, I agree. She did, listen, you don't have to be too hard on these horses when they step up for the first time and really get tested. And she also got caught wide around the first turn as she tried to, sort of get her position up close to the pace. After that, she just got sort of stuck on the outside all the way. And that's just not an easy trip for a horse like her, I don't think, to have to deal with, especially when you're running against some really talented horses. She wasn't good enough, and it was certainly a disappointing performance, but it's not like she had some kind of perfect trip.
Taking a look at the payouts for the grade 1 Alcibiades Chalker Special with Juju's Map. 680 over Chad Brown's Distinctly Possible. Sequist rounds out the trifecta. Juju's Map going to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Should be a very, very competitive Juvenile Fillies. Juju's Map, though, trending upward.